Hi, you guys. How's it going? So, today I'm going to be preparing a completely gluten-free vegan snack that I love. But first, let me say, I was on about a 3-month staycation after graduation. A lot of those videos are backlogged, so I am working on them and we'll get them uploaded so everyone can see all of my vacation footage. And I finally committed to veganism this year. I'm pretty sure over the years, somewhere in some video on this channel, I've mentioned my diet and my issues with my stomach and all this stuff. And I finally did it. I finally did it because I was cheating. I wanted some pancakes from Denny's and I ordered some pancakes and my stomach just, yeah. I've learned so much this year about veganism and how you can pretty much use any food that doesn't require dairy or meat or even like dairy sauces or meat broths and things like that. I have lost like 2 inches of bloating off of my waist. Like seriously. But I will talk more about that in the future. Today, I'm going to show you how I prepare my flaxseed and oat bites, I guess, little snack bites. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let me go over what I have here. So I learned about flax egg. And look, it's kind of like egg whites. Not only that, but, you know, we have made flax gel for our hair. And I never knew that you can do flax eggs. You can do the same thing with chia seeds, but I am not like a chia seeds person. So I have this mixing bowl. And since I'm going to use the flax seeds, I'm not going to drain it or anything. This is going to be the binding agent. And the way that I created this was I just added the flax seeds into the black bowl. And I added a ratio of water. I don't really like measure anything. I just try to eye it. And I let it sit kind of like on the countertop for a while. Then overnight, I put it in the fridge until I was ready to use it. So I have molasses. And again, I just kind of eye it because I don't want it to be like overly sweet. But proportionally, I'm just thinking like, okay, that's a good amount. Molasses is pretty strong. Then I'm going to do a little bit of honey. Now, this is the first time that I've actually added honey to this. Add the rest of this sugar. Because not only did I fully commit to veganism, but I have also cut down on my sugar intake. So you guys can see in comparison to a lot of baking dishes, that's like such a small amount of sugar. Hey, you guys, anise. Anise is like really, really great. It has like this licorice-y kind of spicy sweet flavor, I guess. Okay, that is what it looks like. And for the first time, I'm going to add some ground cloves because I think that that will give it a little holiday kick, like just a little bit of, and cloves are strong, so that should be enough. So before I add the oats, I'm just going to take this, and that looks good and even. And this is what we have. So you don't want it to be too wet you don't want it to be too dry. So now I'm going to go ahead and mix it and see how we fare. So I went ahead and added the rest of the oats, and then I let it sit for a while. The oats have become pretty bouncy or springy, or they've soaked up some of the liquid. So if you can press it and like form the oats like this into a shape, because I'm actually going to be using this spoon to scoop and shape. You know, if you can do that, this is kind of what you want to be able to create a circular shape. But I also let it sit for a little bit, because the more whole, the bigger the oats, it needs to sit a little bit longer to soak up the juices. I'm trying to see like what extra I want to add. Okay, so I get a little tinge of the cloves, but and there's enough sweetness there, but I can actually add a little bit more. I get it sort of like on the aftertaste. Sorry, I'm making those sounds. And honestly, I can add more molasses because I'm trying to get that taste that I want. Because it's better to add a little bit first, mix it, taste it, and then I feel like this second addition of ingredients will be just enough to make it flavorful. Trader Joe's sea salt. This, to me, is about enough. And I'm going to add that right on top. And then I'll get the oven preheated. I'll go ahead and mix. Yeah, this is good. This is a nice, it's not too wet. It's not too dry. Like, I try not to have an expectation of taste. But I shouldn't have an expectation that like some vegan food should taste like food that I used to eat. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. This is the point where I'm going to add the olive oil. And I don't add a lot. I just add a little bit. So this will help to like bring it all together. Let's start there. I'll do a little bit more since this is a larger batch than I'm used to. Okay, that's it. To literally, I ate one already. So this is the first batch that has already been baked. And I actually have a little bit more left. So I'm going to show you how I scoop them. And they don't really take long to cool off. I'm going to just like take them, just place them in the bowl. You see, this is how they come out. And there you have it. Now, let me tell you guys what I did. I'm a huge coffee lover. So, what I did with this last little batch was I had some oat milk coffee that I had already made, and I added a little bit into this. So, let me go ahead and show you how I scoop it up. Okay, you guys, so that's it. The other batch is in the oven, and these are what they look like. I'm gonna break it apart. And that's what it looks like on the inside. So once they cool off, I just put them in the fridge and I go grab some, snack on them, or I have them for breakfast with my coffee, and it's all good. Lots of flaxseed, lots of fiber, completely gluten-free, completely vegan. So try this, let me know how it comes out, and I will see you next time. God bless, and I love you. Bye-bye.